Hey y'all, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my 50 Random Facts. Let's just start out with the basics. My full name is Stephanie Grace Villa. I'm 23 years old. I'm 5'2". I was born the year of the horse. I am Chinese and Spanish. My mom is full Chinese from Hong Kong and my dad is half Chinese and half Spanish from Shanghai. I can understand some Cantonese, but I can't speak it at all, and it's actually something that I'm pretty ashamed of and something I need to work on. I have one sister. She's 4 years older than me. Hey Ashley. I was born in Vancouver, Canada. I currently live in San Francisco and I've grown up in the Bay Area my whole life. I am currently getting my master's degree in acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I got my undergrad in psychology and sexuality studies from UC Davis, and I transferred to Davis from community college. I went to community college for 2 years. I graduated high school when I was 16. I've been taking community college courses from my 8th grade summer, so I had a bunch of units saved up, so I graduated a year early. Also, when I was 16, I got my septum pierced without my parents' consent. They didn't know for about 7 months because I had the septum piercing with the 2 little balls at the end, and you could tuck it into your nose. After graduating high school, I went directly into community college, and at the time I was working at Starbucks. I was just working a ton because I was saving up to go study in Florence, Italy, which I did for 3 months, and it was awesome. It was pretty life-changing, and I would recommend studying abroad to anyone if it's available to you. And with that said, I love to travel. It's probably my favorite thing in life to do. I think that traveling and just developing as a human being while you're immersed in those experiences, it just completely builds your character, and yeah, I love traveling. I'm really looking forward to traveling to some Asian countries because I haven't done that as an adult, and hopefully end of next year I will be traveling to Japan and Hong Kong with my cousin. I started working when I was 14, which is really illegal. It was at this sketchy ice cream shop, and since then I've worked so many jobs. I'll start naming some off. I was a receptionist at Supercuts. I worked at Starbucks. I worked at a steakhouse. I worked at Crateville. If you are from Davis, I worked at Mishka's, and I also worked at Delta Venus. And currently I am working as a personal assistant. I have 2 tattoos, a yin-yang on the back of my arm and an air song on my foot, La Femme d'Argent, and it is the Woman of Silver. I got it when I was 18, and I thought that if you imagined a woman while listening to this song, she was a woman of grace and beauty and dignity and kind of would embody everything that I would want to be as a woman. Just listen to the song, it's beautiful. Sometimes I snort when I laugh, and then I laugh more because I'm snorting, and it's a viciously hilarious and embarrassing cycle. Much of my adolescence was spent playing The Sims, like the original Sims with all the expansion packs. I don't know how many days or weeks or I don't know, months have slipped through my fingers because of The Sims. I actually bought The Sims Medieval when it came out, and I bought the expansion pack as well. And I had to just stop because I was wasting so much time on it. I also grew up playing N64, and that is still my favorite gaming console. I drink PG Tips in the morning, which is a black tea with some honey or agave nectar and a little touch of milk. I had the side of my head shaved for 2 years, and I will put a picture here for you. It was a very high maintenance hairstyle because I had to go to the barber's like once every 2 weeks, because I didn't trust myself with clippers, so it got to be pretty pricey. I'm still growing it out underneath here, so here's the length of the hair that was shaved, and here's the length of the rest of my hair. And in hair talks, I am terrible at doing hair. I have no idea how to curl my hair, any of that. I really need help in that department. I have really wide feet because I don't have any arches. I actually have flat feet, so it's really difficult for me to find shoes sometimes. I can't wear like strappy, cute heels because my feet will literally not go into the straps. I love Bikram yoga. It's sweaty and disgusting, and afterwards you feel like you just sweat all these crazy toxins out, and yeah, it's great. You should try it. I wear a lot of black. Yeah, this is like normal wardrobe for me. I am trying to get into some colors and patterns though. It's just hard when you love one color so much. And in all honesty, I don't buy white clothing because I don't already have enough white clothing to do a full white load when I'm doing my laundry. My drink of choice is Bulleit Bourbon on the rocks. My favorite book in high school was The Virgin Suicides, and the movie is also really beautiful. My current favorite shows are Parks and Recreation, New Girl, The Mind of a Chef, The Walking Dead, and Game of Thrones. Speaking of Game of Thrones, I am this much through A Storm of Swords, which is the third book in the series. I started reading this about a year ago, and then I stopped to read The Hunger Games, and then I read all the Hunger Games, and by the time I came back to this, I was like, what the hell is happening in this book? I don't remember these characters, I don't remember what the hell is going on, so I haven't been able to just like go back and start over again. But I have to because these books are insanely good, and if you like the show, you should definitely read the books. I have a pink DS, which I've embellished with a little cat and a turtle. It's fuzzy. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter books are just my childhood. I'm gonna insert a picture here of me waiting in line for the very last Harry Potter movie all dressed up. It was awesome. Growing up, I had a really big fear of contact sports or any sport that had like a ball involved because I had a really big fear of somebody hitting my face and my glasses breaking or falling off my face, which happened a couple times. I was really shy as a kid and also into high school, which is a big reason why I graduated early. And I still deal with a lot of social anxiety things now, but it's worlds better than it was in the past. This is a really recent development, but I am going to Alaska like next week, and I'm so excited to see like the northern lights. If anyone has any suggestions for places for me to go in Anchorage or Fairbanks or the path in between, that would be great. My favorite band of all time is Portishead. I grew up listening to them, and I saw them live in Berkeley a couple years ago, and when Beth started singing Wandering Star, I just lost it. I just started crying. It was so beautiful. I don't like wearing eyeshadow on my eyelids because it comes off on my black eyeliner and it makes it less intense. I love being nerdy during Halloween. I was Link from Zelda in high school. Actually, here's a really embarrassing story. So I got invited to this party, I think it was my freshman year of high school. I have no idea how I got invited to this party or why I even went. I was in full Zelda garb. I had a sword, a shield, little hat. I just had everything on, so ready. And my mom drops me off at this party, and I walk in, and it's like football dudes in togas and girls practically in their underwear, and I just stood there so awkwardly, and it was just the worst. It was just the worst. And no one knew who I was. Yeah. I just discovered hot springs, and I absolutely love them. I'm gonna become a hot springs junkie. I foresee in the future being like an old retired lady who travels from one hot springs to the next all over the world and is just super ultra relaxed all the time. And on that tip, I love being in the water, lakes, rivers, pools, whatever. I just love being in a body of water. I was a swimmer growing up, and my specialty stroke was butterfly. I'm pretty hardcore. Growing up, I loved collecting little knickknacks, and this is what I would do for fun. I would take out all my little knickknacks, like little mini teacup sets and little ceramic animals, and like I collected spoons. I would take them all out of their wrappings, organize them, like lay them all out on the ground and like look at them, and then wrap them all up and put them away. My dad and I have watched Lord of the Rings together, I don't even know how many times, and not just like regular DVDs, like the extended versions along with all the special features and stuff. It's like our bonding time. If you've seen a little dog in any of my videos, her name is Izzy. She's my parents' dog, and we think that she's Maltese and Yorkie. My nickname for her is Schmeagle because her hair gets really scraggly sometimes and you can like see to her forehead. So she's Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. I am dog obsessed. One of my friends especially, she's not dog obsessed at all, and she kind of hates being out in public places with me in the daytime because if I see any dog at all, my full attention is at that dog and I will not hear anything you're saying at all. All I'm thinking is I really want to go up and hug that dog. I love going out dancing. I think it's just the best thing. You can be whoever you want to be, do any crazy move, like I don't even care. The crazier the better. I just love letting loose like that. My biggest guilty pleasure I think is really bad top 40. I pretty much like all food. I'm not a picky eater at all, but there are two things that I don't like them, but every time they are in front of me, I do try to eat them, and those things are capers and pickled ginger. Well, those are my 50 random facts. I kind of realized like halfway through how nerdy so many of my facts are, but I guess it's just me. I'm really, really nerdy, and I'm definitely proud of it. If you have any other questions for me, go ahead and ask them in the comments, and I will definitely get back to you and answer anything you'd like to know. And let me know something about you. I would love to hear random facts about yourself as well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at SoothingSista, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye!